Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Batman review. This is another recommended Batman comic, recommended by many different websites. Batman The Dark Victory. Now this is a sequel to the very high regarded Batman graphic novel, The Long Halloween. And I read that novel over Christmas and it was absolutely amazing, and so I was really excited to be able to read the sequel, especially, as you can tell by the cover, this is supposed to tell the origin story of Dick Grayson Robin in that style of the same creative team that brought The Long Halloween. So the basic plot of the book, as a sequel to The Long Halloween again, is that Batman and Commissioner Gordon, spoilers, are dealing with Harvey Dent turning into Two-Face and losing not only one of their very good friends, but someone who was so systematic in taking down the crime families who have been running Gotham for so many years. And what's a carryover from The Long Halloween is the idea that the crime families, the Falcone family, is being taken down in very brutal murders, and that the freaks of Gotham, that is supervillains such as the Joker and Two-Face and Poison Ivy, are taking over Gotham City instead. And so, since The Long Halloween dealt with the Holiday Killer murdering people from the Falcone family and people from the different crime families, this book deals with someone called the Hangman, who is going after people related to Harvey Dent, and taking them out, and leaving them with a noose around their neck. And so it's another killer that they have to stop, and they have to figure out who it is. As for, I'm not going to get into complete spoilers for the book. I will say that this and The Long Halloween are a lot longer reads than I'm used to for Batman comics. I think The Long Halloween's length was very justified. This one, I felt like this is even longer than The Long Halloween. I felt like a lot could have been cut out, perhaps. I wasn't bored while I was reading it, but there is a lot of information here in terms of giving the audience clues and misdirections as to who the killer is. And at the end, the payoff is just not, it's kind of, oh, it was that person. It wasn't very shocking, and so I just didn't think it was worth it. The Robin part of the book is actually very small. It's in the last 3 chapters, or the last 4th or 5th of the book. But the Robin part is very, very good. I really love how it shows how Batman, he actually kind of forced himself into Batman's world and who forced Batman to accept him, and he really proved himself. I thought it showed Dick Grayson is very smart, and it made it very believable for Batman to accept him as Robin. I did enjoy Harvey Dent's part. Harvey Dent is in this book. I really enjoyed how they play up Two-Face, because usually in movies and in cartoons and different media, they show Two-Face as basically just one very angry, very dangerous individual. But this plays up the idea that he really is split personality. For example, and this is a bit of a spoiler, it's revealed he still has a soft spot for his wife who has run away, and that there's a woman who wants to believe that Two-Face is in love with her, and Two-Face says that Harvey Dent is a married man. So you can see that, and you can see different moments where maybe Two-Face, it's implied but it's really ambiguous, he might have saved Gordon, and they say he might have done that just to throw people off his track, that he might have been the killer. But it's just very interesting to see how there's 2 personalities fighting in this version, and I think it makes him a lot more layered than some of the strictly monstrous versions of Two-Face. If I were to criticize anything more about the book, I really liked Selina Kyle's role in it and the relationship she has with Bruce, but I feel like the subplot that they had, ultimately, I really didn't like it, because it led up to this reveal, spoiler, that she thinks that she is the daughter of one of the Falcone, I think it was the Falcone family. She thinks she's the daughter of one of those mob bosses, and that makes her feel a bit sympathetic towards them. And I just thought it was random, and I thought it was really pointless, and I thought it contradicts with some of the other much better Selina origin stories, so I did not like that. Overall, I did like this as a book that continues to explain just basically tying up the loose ends that Long Halloween had, and that explains how the supervillains of Gotham took over and the crime bosses faded away. And I liked it thematically, showing how Batman begins to accept other people in his crusade. Overall, I don't think it's as good as The Long Halloween. The Long Halloween I almost have no problems with. This one had a lot more flaws, and it's basically just an interesting read if you want to have plot points from The Long Halloween tied up, and to see some of the more famous elements of Gotham and that whole universe come together. So I would give The Dark Victory, I'd probably give it either an 8 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10. It's a good read, it's an entertaining read if you want more mystery and if you want more character development in the style of Jeph Loeb and Tim Sale, but it's not, I wouldn't consider it the masterpiece that Long Halloween is. So thank you for watching, and I will hopefully have more videos coming out in the future. I have more comic reviews. I want to do more movie reviews because I like movies even more than comics. And I'm going to have some more skits coming out. I have one that's going to be very interesting, hopefully very funny, coming out next time, and I'm working on right now. So I hope you stick around for that, and thank you for watching.